Think of a playing card. You got one in mind? You ready? Is it the Ace of Spades? If it isn't, frankly, it's your fault, and you should just watch the video again and think of the Ace of Spades, okay? Hey Earthlings, welcome to day 23 of the lockdown. My name is Sylar and I do a video every day so I can perfect all of this. Today I'm gonna share with you another weird and awkward gig story, and this time it's from a wedding. Now this obviously started like any other wedding, normal stuff. The groom booked me himself, didn't tell me anything about the bride. I wasn't a surprise or anything like that, it's just he was in charge of everything, right? So I get to the wedding, and the majority of weddings I do, I tend to perform at the wedding reception. As in, just after the bride and groom had their ceremony, they're gonna go away and be photographed by their photographer. They generally spend about an hour or two on that. So my job is to entertain their guests, their family, all of that, to make them feel like it's a party and make them feel like the bride and groom are still there even though they're not. Now I have this thing where personally, I believe that at a wedding, the most important people at that wedding are the bride and the groom. Now, depending on what bride and groom you are, you may think differently. Some couples value their guests as their most important thing, and I do appreciate that, but I feel the guests are there to celebrate your love. They're not there to party or something, you know? Like, it feels like they should be there for you, the bride and groom. So because I generally perform at the reception and I just perform for the guests, most of the time I feel bad or I feel guilty knowing that the bride and groom paid for me to be there, and the majority of times they probably won't see me because they have to be photographed. Now normally what I do now is I invite them to one of my monthly shows that I do so they can see a magic show and it's all fine. But back then I didn't do that, so I tried my best to get to the bride and groom as I could. Now everything goes well at this wedding so far. The guests love me. They're yelling my name all the time, you know, Sylar, Sylar, we love you, woo. And I'm like, look guys, chill out. It's not about me, it's about the bride and groom. Bride and groom come back from being photographed. I already met the groom and I already showed him some stuff. So my thing was now, okay, I gotta impress the bride, right? Even though it's their day, we know it's mostly the bride's day. I go up to the bride. I'm so sorry. I go up to the bride and I get her to pick a card, and at this point she gives me the card back because I asked back for it, and I look at the pack because I had to give an instruction. So as I look down, oh, can you just do this for me? As soon as I put my head up, she's literally gone. Like, she's vanished, right? And like somebody comes up to me and goes, oh, I don't think she likes magicians or magic. And I'm like, well, that's interesting. I mean, that's fine if you don't love it, and I appreciate you hiring me for your guests. And also, you're the bride, it's your wedding. Do whatever you want, you know? Like, I didn't feel bad in any way. Like, oh my gosh, you didn't want to see my back. Like, I don't care. You know, it's her day. I'm just there to help. And if I help by not showing her magic, that's absolutely perfect. The reason I wanted to tell you this story is because it has a resolution. Years and years later, I'm at one of my restaurant residencies. And I go up to a table, I perform some magic, and literally halfway through, all of us just kind of stop and look at each other, and then she goes, weren't you the magician at my wedding? And then we all just started laughing. Now obviously I found out that on the day she was extremely stressed, and she doesn't actually hate magicians or magic, she loves it. But it was such an interesting story because I would never be the guy to get upset because somebody doesn't want to see a performance. Like, I don't care, I don't want to force it on you. It was just a very interesting scenario, and I'm happy that I met up with them years later and I kind of have a resolution now, because you always have that thing in the back of your head of, what if it was me? What if I was really bad? What if I did something wrong? Turns up I didn't, and I'm happy to take that and go with it. If you're new to this channel, please give this video a like and leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you love this stuff so I know what to do in the future. If you want to see me perform some magic, in my playlist there's a series called Magic Beyond Belief. You can have a look at that. It's pre-bearded me, so it might be a bit weird. And then there's another series called Alien Diaries, where it's a sort of vlog where I vlog at my shows. So you'll see a bit of magic, you'll see a bit of reactions, and my thoughts on certain things regarding the entertainment industry. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Have an awesome day.